Oh, and here I am. I don't have Rachel here today to like push all the buttons that need to be pushed. Yay! Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Woot, woot. We made it to Monday once again. I see you guys have already been talking over here in the live chat. For those watching this on the replay, we do this every Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific time, live on the air. Oh, darn it. I totally forgot. You know what? No, I can't because I locked my door. I was going to have Carrie bring up the amazing necklace that Crystal Van, I don't know how you say her last name. I think it's Van Ho. You guys hear me talk about her all the time. She makes the jewelry out of broken Pyrex and glass and stuff. She made me a turtle pendant necklace and I left it downstairs. So I'll have to wear it on Friday when I do my jewelry sale. Oh, excuse me. And you might hear some naughty chihuahuas in the background. Oh, wow. Let me get my, you might not hear anything because I don't have my microphone anywhere near me. There we go. You guys, I don't have it all together. I think I get comments. I think that's why people kind of tend to connect with me because I'm just a mess sometimes, and yet can still be successful. But yeah, you hear the dogs barking because the pool guy decided to show up like right now as I was going live. He's supposed to be here before noon so that this doesn't happen. But I don't know. Do you guys have any trouble with pool guys? Like when they're supposed to show up and do their job and all that stuff. This guy's driving me crazy. But I have no control over who gets hired. That's part of the problem. I have no say, so the landlord pays for it. But I know we're just all a mess, right? Because life just happens. Yes. Life just happens. All right. So I titled today's show is Scary Times for Resellers. So, you know, I'm going to give the niche lady spin on this. I'm also going to talk about something that has been in the news. And it's a little like there's different sides. I'm not going to say it's controversial to the point where it's going to cause any problems, but there are different views on what happened. And I'm going to give you my view on what I think is at play here, or at the very least of how it's being played out since it happened. Can you guys guess what I'm talking about? Because you cannot go on to any social media platform without reading about it. Can you hear those dogs? I mean, I guess they're doing their job, right? Trying to keep the bad guy out. But so yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Pick of the pool. I don't have a pick of the pool guy. Why do you want a pick of the pool guy, Patty? Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes, that's what we are going to talk about. Yes, that's what we're going to talk about. Just a little bit. I'm not going to debate whether it was right or wrong or why. But let me just say, from a marketing standpoint, let's just look at the big picture here. Here's my opinion of what went down. And I have to be careful. I only have to be careful because YouTube will get mad at me, if we get too off kilter, because my channel is not all about that. But I want to bring it to you from you being business owners, and you guys have to market your businesses. And I just want you to kind of step back and look at what happened here. So there was this big thing that happened. Chris Rock told a joke that was off color towards Will Smith's wife. And it had to do with a health condition she's going through that causes her to lose her hair. And Will Smith went up on stage and slapped Chris Rock, and it was like this big deal. Now, what you have to look at in all of this is a couple of factors. One, Will Smith laughed at first, okay? And then there's different things behind, why he laughed and all that. Okay. But he laughed, okay? Because he's in, and I have not that I am a movie star by any stretch of the imagination, but I am now in the public eye, and I get the comments, and I am the butt of jokes, and so I have a little different take on what's going on there. So he heard it, he laughed, he looks over, and Jada was not amused. Jada was upset. And so Will walks up on stage and slaps Chris Rock, goes back to his seat and tells him not to let his wife's name come out of his expletive mouth. I mean, he made a little dramatic scene. All right, we get what happens. Now, what actually he did in that moment may not have been planned. But my perspective is that he knew there was going to be a joke thrown in his way, because that is what the comedians, that is what the hosts of the Oscars do, is they kind of roast the famous people in the front rows. I mean, this is just what happens at the Academy. So may not have known exactly what was coming, but here's my other thing too. Jada Pinkett Smith is also a movie star. She's also in that public eye. And if she was truly, and again, this is my opinion, concerned about her hair, which I thought looked fantastic. I love it when women can rock the buzzed hair look like that. I see nothing wrong with it. But she could afford to get the best wigs out there. So if it really was an issue for her being insecure about her looks, she'd be wearing a do. It's my opinion, and I don't know these people personally. But so all of this stuff happens. But here's the thing that happens next. So Will Smith gets the Best Actor award for portraying a man who defends his family. He ties his acceptance speech into the whole you do things out of love and, to kind of support the character that he played and all of that. See where I'm going? So it looks that there could have been an element of planning on this whole thing, because the Academy Awards have been suffering in their ratings over the last few years. Suffering. And somebody else said this out on social media, that before this incident happened, how many of you actually watched the show and saw it happen? So there you go. So from a marketing standpoint, could it have been completely set up to happen? It could. It absolutely could. We don't know. We're not there. Could it have been partially set up like something's going to happen? Absolutely. I mean, and these are actors. You just got to put all these things in your head. I mean, was it truly what we think we saw? But what the Academy now has is all of this free publicity. Everybody's talking about it, which is probably going to equate to people tuning in next year because they want to see if something wacky happens. Okay, so that's just like my opinion. But when we are in the reselling world, we have to be aware of what's happening around, and yes, take marketing advantage of things. And this is my whole point. Again, it's not to discuss what was right, what was wrong, who did what. It's about how you take something that's happening and you turn it into a marketing opportunity. Um, I went Friday night to the Great American Junk Hunt that happened, and if that's that footage is coming out in my video tomorrow, the footage that I took. But there's also footage from Mikey Bags of Money, who was there streaming live. So he's got his live replay out there you can watch too, which has a lot of the antics in it. But I went to one particular booth who is actually a friend of mine, and her branding is all sunflowers. And she told me she was having a phenomenal show. And I'm like, well, yes, sunflowers are hot right now. And she goes, they are? And I'm like, yes, they are the national flower of the Ukraine, or Ukraine. I guess we've dropped the. It's Ukraine. And she had no idea. But yet she's in a business where sunflowers are her main thing. So that's something that she can really, really key in on this time, because she has all of this merchandise that is sunflowers, because that's what she has kind of positioned herself in. So, I mean, even as simple as like Christmas time, we all know we sell more Christmas stuff at Christmas time. Well, that holds true to so many different things throughout the year. Just being aware of what's happening in the world, social events. So right now, there's a lot of scared people. They're scared of World War III. They're scared of the gas prices going up. They're scared of losing their retirement because the stock market's going to crash. They're scared of raising rent prices and house prices. And there's a lot of fear out in the world right now. So you have to look at what you sell and go, who is my customer and how do I need to be relating to them with all this stuff going on if they're in that genre of people who are afraid and may not be purchasing right now? So do you position your collectibles as something to add comfort, something to add some peace in the turmoil of this world? Do you key in on giving discount prices when everything else is going crazy high? There's tons of marketing opportunity while crazy bad things are happening. And there is no shame in that. There is no guilt in that. You aren't causing bad things to happen. You are simply reaching out to the emotions of the people who are going through it, who are still your consumers. And that is what businesses have to do. Right, Bougie? Right. We'll talk later. So yes. Now let me kind of take a peek over what you guys are saying over here in the chat. A distraction from what's going on in the world. Absolutely. Food prices. Yeah. Going up. Yep. Everything. Food shortages. People are afraid of food shortages. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. Some of you already keyed in on the sunflower thing. You guys, I don't want to get too crazy on like the details of, what happened, because here's the other thing. This is the great thing, I think, about this world we live in, is we don't all have the same opinion. How boring would life be if we just all agreed with one another? Like, okay, that's cool. All right. Where's the conversations? Now, do I think we need to be like at each other's throat? Absolutely not. But social media really is all about differences in opinion. And the threads that take off are in going in and expressing, and we try to convince the other person that our way is right and they're wrong. And we're in this like right or wrong thing. And I don't think anybody has to be right or wrong, because we all own our own opinions. And we all have different life experience that forms those opinions. I don't have the same opinion of someone who has led a very functional, as opposed to dysfunctional, family life and has had a happy marriage. And, I'm a little jaded when it comes to, relationships because of my life experience. Does that make somebody who's had a really great experience and expresses things that way wrong? No, it's just different. Just different. And the fact that we all love different things, we all have different passions, we all have different goals in life. That's what makes it so cool to interact with so many different people and have customers that we can serve out here in this online universe. And it's finding that core customer that you can relate to and that can relate to what you're selling. All of that is what makes a really successful niche. You guys are still talking about it. You're still talking about it. I knew that was going to happen. Patricia, I am talking about reselling. I'm talking. So it used to be, eBay used to be a site where you could just list it and forget it. Like it would sell. But it's not that way anymore. And what I'm trying to teach you guys is if you want a truly successful, and success again is different depending who you are, what that looks like. But keying in on your marketing efforts, and by marketing, I mean social media posts and what you put out there to attract your customers to your site, to your stores. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, marketing is super important. And marketing keys in on what's happening around you, what events you can use to market with. I mean, right now, the whole Will Smith, Chris Rock, that thing is going to be on social media for the next 48 to 72 hours. It is going to be a hot topic. The hashtags are going to be floating. If you have something that relates to Academy Awards, famous movies, famous movie stars, anything to do with that, now is the time to market it. Now is the time to create something around that. And that's what I'm talking about. Refresh everyone who wasn't hearing Danny talk about reselling. It's absolutely talking about, and I'm upsetting people. I'm upsetting people over in my chat, and I don't. This is what's frustrating to me because I'm very, very clearly telling you it's my opinion, and I don't disregard your opinion. You are allowed to have your opinion as well. I'm expressing mine, and we can talk about it. Mine can actually be swayed one way or another, and I would hope that yours could too. Like that's what we have to do is we have to be open-minded. We can't be so set in I'm right, you're wrong that we lose connections, and it makes me sad. But I'm also, this is my new favorite saying, I'm not a taco. I can't make everybody happy. Although I'm sure there's people who don't like tacos too. And I'm sorry, we just can't be friends. No, I'm kidding. That's a joke. All right. So I do see some questions coming over that I'm going to try to transition into some general Q&A, but to stay on topic. Yes, Ando's Needable Curiosities. You should list your Will Smith Aladdin doll. You absolutely should do that right now because Will Smith is a hot topic. It is, yes. Exactly, Jamie. Hey, we had steak tacos last night. Noah we had steak on Friday night and then Noah thawed too much because he didn't understand how much steak was one meal. I'm like, oh no, I don't want to refreeze it. So I said, let's make steak tacos. So that's what he did with it. Yeah. So now, okay, here, let's transition into another big fear for resellers out there right now. Actually, there's two more big ones that I want to touch on. Post office raising prices, post office adding surcharges, post office, they're going to price this to where nobody's going to buy anything because the prices are too high. Let me tell you, I've been in this game since 1998, and it didn't happen at first because the post office, wasn't real savvy on and what was about to transpire with this whole online selling thing. But what has happened now is the post office sees opportunity to increase its revenue, and they do that by raising rates on a yearly basis. It happens every year, every which way they can. So us as sellers, we have to be super savvy when it comes to how we're going to ship things. I will tell you, I have made some purchases recently, and things came in flat rate packaging that absolutely did not need to come in flat rate packaging, and I was charged more. And so that's something you have to be careful of. If you're doing that to make it easy on you, that could cost you customers. So if you are one of those people who is putting your shipping as a flat rate package price, I would encourage you to remove that and do calculated, unless it's a heavy item where that flat rate is going to be worthwhile. Hey, Bougie, you went off camera. What are you doing? Everybody wants to see you and you're off camera. What are we going to do about that? You want to come over here? You want okay. Wait, do I have anything shiny today? Okay, I don't see, if I have anything shiny on, I can't bring Bougie over. Come here, you stink. Come here. Step up. Whoa, did you almost fall? You're just so anxious to get to my shoulder. You're just not even waiting. Say hi, everybody. Say hi. 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 You're so food motivated. It's not a taco. Say, you want this? You want this? Yeah, there you go. All right. All right, we'll get Bougie's mouth full so Bougie will be quiet. Oh, sorry, that was a big bite. There you go. Okay. So be careful about using flat rate shipping if the item can go another method. Another thing I would encourage you, if you are shipping items that are over 3 pounds, actually over 2 pounds, if they fall in that 2 to 3 pound rate, look at UPS as an option through Pirate Ship. Now, I don't recommend using UPS through eBay because you get little surcharges added in there. But through Pirate Ship, there's no hidden surcharges. And I am finding the rates for over 2 pounds is much better with UPS. Your mileage may vary. It depends where you are in the country and your UPS service. So, and I know some of you don't have the option of dropping those UPS packages off. But it's something to look at if you sell bigger, heavier items. So it's just really being savvy as to what's happening with the shipping. And I think what happens is we get an increase in postage, prices rise, and it slows things down for maybe a couple months, and then it equals out because we're all on the same playing field with the shipping. Nobody's getting any extra advantage really because between eBay and Pirate Ship getting us the best rates possible, we're passing on the best rates possible. So pirateship.com is a place that you can purchase shipping labels from, and you can import really why? You're crazy. You can import your eBay sales right into it and do your shipping right there from Pirate Ship. Here, let me pull it up and show you guys. I will share my screen. Let me get logged in. Let's see. I don't want to show you any of my customers' information. Here we go. So let me share my screen and show you what Pirate Ship looks like. So this is Pirate Ship, and you go in here, and I'm just going to say I'm on the West Coast. If I put in some East Coast thing here, and I'm just going to make an imaginary package here, and it's 3 pounds. Let me show you what happens. They will give you all the rates. Look at the difference between UPS ground and priority mail. There's a $5 difference. $5 difference. I don't really use any of these things here. And I don't like Parcel Select, although you could. What? What are you doing? I don't use Parcel Select because I don't like how long it takes to get to people. So the tracking with UPS is better. It includes insurance into it up to $100. So yes, yeah, I'm getting groomed. This is pirate ship is just for the shipping part. Yeah. So you go, again, I can't really show you my main screen because I have customer information there, but up at the top of the screen, it will say, a play. I don't know what the exact way. Actually, I'm not sharing my screen, so I can tell you. It says import from integrations. Oh, let's see what else they have now. They have, oh, you can import Etsy as well. So Etsy and eBay both import into pirate ship now. That's super cool. I didn't even realize that. Bougie is a Quaker parrot, also known as a monk parrot. Yes. And he's a baby. Bougie's a baby still. Are you a baby still? Are you a baby still? Yeah. Take a bite. Take a bite. Take a bite. Come on. We're not on here forever. There you go. Just take your bite. So there. Any questions about that little tidbit of shipping? Because shipping is one of the biggest ways where you can have an advantage over another seller that doesn't understand that they can do a reduced price in shipping. How did I come up with my YouTube name? Well, I used to be the Danny app. But that was causing a lot of confusion because people were asking me, well, where's your app? Where's the app? Where's the app? And it was coined from someone being interviewed who was asked, what apps do you use while you're out shopping? And they said, oh, I use the Danny app, referring to sending me a text and saying, should I buy this? So that name kind of stuck for a while, but then I rebranded back in 2019 because what I really teach people is to niche. And that's, as I just talked about the whole first half of this show, is keying in on your ideal customers is what niche is. And I try to teach online sellers that because it is the way to really succeed in this business and really grow a big e-commerce business. I can't just say eBay anymore. It's more than eBay. It's e-commerce. I don't know why you want to eat my clothes. I don't know why this is such a thing. Why? It's not funny. Oh, now you're going to give me a kiss? Kiss, 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 kiss. All right. Yep. How do you incorporate pirate ship? When you get eBay or Etsy sales, you simply go over to pirateship.com, connect your account, and import them in. It's as easy as that. And they'll show up on Pirate Ship. You hit print label and boom. It's super easy. Super easy. It's hard to pick a niche when you and customers like a wide variety. I like a wide variety. I have a huge variety. It's more about, okay. So let me just put this out there before I say more. We've got almost 800 people watching this right now. Put in the comments what you think my niche is. What is my niche? I'm talking about when I'm shopping, when I'm picking things to resell. What are the things that you see me niching in? Or niche. Niche is fine too. I'm just a little coarse West Coast girl. I just niche. That's the word you really should say. You should really learn that one. Yes, you should. Niche. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Let's see. Glassware, vintage, glass that brings you joy. Animals, vintage glass. Figurines, animals. Home goods, glass. Unique vintage, glassware, vintage and decorative. Seasonal goods, animals. Vintage hard goods, glass. See? You guys just said it. There's my niche. Like that's what I buy over and over and over again, which my customers can then count on being for sale from me. Now I know my eBay's suffering. About the last year of doing this YouTube thing in the intensity of editing, really, it's inappropriate while we're on camera. I'm just saying. Are you a good boy? Okay. My eBay has suffered, but I sell a lot of stuff right through emails that people send me after they watch a video. And I do a live sale every Friday where I sell like 50 or 60 of the items that I've purchased. And I've kind of tuned more of my thrifting into those items that I know my live sale people are really going to like. And I've got to get back into more of the eBay mode too, because I've got plenty of that stuff to sell. Wow. You're just a little high maintenance today. Yes, you are. So, but eBay's ramping up because I'm getting, and this is the thing too. I know Bougie's my hairdresser now. You have to have help at some point to scale this business. This is not like there's only so many hours in the day and you're only one human being. And I know some sellers who do their own thing and they're very, very happy with, I would say, $4,000 to $6,000 a month. And for a lot of people, that's great. I have some expensive children. So I need to do a little more than that. So my eBay goal is $10,000 a month. And to do that, I have to have people in place to help with the listing and the shipping and the photos and all of that. Because really eBay's a part-time with my personal time, because it takes, believe it or not, 6 to 8 hours to edit each of the videos that I put up. Like the video creation is a full-time job. And then the eBay and all of that afterwards is like the part-time hustle for me. So I want to ramp it back up to full-time. I didn't get the back up on the wall yet. I didn't get it up there yet. It's coming. It's coming. I kind of wanted to have time to go through a little fan mail that I got today too, which is sitting next to me. So that just reminded me because somebody sent me an amazing E. So thank you for reminding me of that. But yes, Pirate Ship is amazing. If you haven't explored it, go explore it. It's free. They get amazing rates from both USPS and UPS. So you can go and you can compare and you can see imports right into Pirate Ship from eBay and Etsy. Print your labels and it will send the tracking back over to those sites as well. So yes, it does it all. Got to wear 47 hats between eBay and YouTube. That is so true, Mikey. It is so true. Yep. So 2,000 is doable alone. Like 2,000, you can do that as a solo person. But just know that you're going to get out of eBay what you put into it, or Etsy, or whatever site you sell on. You're going to get out of it what you put into it. So if you work it part-time, you're going to get part-time money. If you work it full-time, you're going to get full-time money. I rarely follow a specific seller or store. Do other people? They absolutely do. Absolutely. I have several sellers that I follow. A lot of mine is like, I'm kind of watching what they put up, or it's somebody, all right, you need to stop biting. All right, we're not going to do it. They're going to get to see you be a naughty bird. Yes. Oh, it's a naughty bird. Stop being a naughty bird. Really? That was so rude. That was really rude, Bougie. You're not supposed to do that. Yeah, it was. All right. Stop eating my clothes. All right. Is it compatible with the Rollo printer? It absolutely is compatible with the Rollo. Yep. All right. So that's where we were transitioning. Let's talk about, no, stop. Just stop. Stop it. The change with the reporting of sales income. This has hit a lot of people. A lot of people are worried about what that's going to mean for them. And I saw someone say, I'm on disability. I'm only allowed to make so much. So the first thing you have to understand about the new reporting is it is on gross sales. Gross sales is not the amount that is your tax liable amount. And I'm going to preface this saying, I am not a tax professional. I'm just going to give you my experience. So let's say you sell $1,000 worth of stuff. You are going to get a 1099K now from eBay that says you sold and were paid, let's just use round numbers, $1,000. So you take that $1,000 and now you do have to do a Schedule C on your income taxes, but you take that $1,000 and now you deduct what you paid for the items, you deduct the cost of the shipping, you deduct the fees that you pay. You get to deduct. You can deduct a portion of your home if you're using it for business. So if you're only doing it part-time, making very small, I would be careful with that. If you are selling more than part-time, I deduct a third of my home. The third of the cost of this home, both rent and utilities, I get to deduct because I use it for business. And that is perfectly legit and will stand up in any audit. But you have to decide and talk to your tax accountant on what that percentage and what that amount is for you. But at the end of the day, what you're going to come down to is a much, much smaller amount that isn't going to be the scary thing that you thought it was going to be. If you're worried, if you're a part-time seller and you're worried about that extra income affecting something else, you can keep that, you can sell quite a bit and still keep that to where you're not going to be in trouble, because you are allowed to make money on disability. You're allowed to make money on retirement. So you just have to figure out what those numbers are. But I know it's going to be more of a pain in the butt than anything else. If you've never had to file a Schedule C, now having to file a Schedule C it's going to be a pain in the rumpus. I get it. It's not fun. I've been doing Schedule Cs for years and years, so it's really not that bad. And it can be an advantage. It can be an advantage for many of you if you've never done a Schedule C, but now you have this extra portion over here. And if you're just selling stuff that was yours from your house as a hobby, you can come up either even or even at a loss. If you're selling those things and you had like way more into it or market value, you are being a crazy bird. But I highly recommend that you go over, watch some of the stuff that Not Your Dad's CPA puts out. He understands resellers. He knows all this stuff going on. There's a lot of really good information out there. There's a lot of doom and gloom. There's a lot of people out there who are keying in on your fear. What do you want? That's usually that's our, I want another pistachio. Yeah. Not my finger. Really? You want this? Okay, take it. Oh, you just want my fingers. Okay. So they're keying in on your fear of this new tax thing. They're keying in on your fear of the new postal rates so that they can increase their ratings, so that they can increase their marketing efforts. So you got to be aware of that too. I mean, the thumbnail and title of my live today was to get people in here to watch my show. I'll admit that. And look, it worked. There's almost 900 of you here. But I honestly want to give you the right information, in my opinion, and help you guys be successful, because that is my main focus, is that you guys can have success. And I will just say, one of the ways to have success in this business is to treat it like a business. One of the ways to have success in this business is to not fall prey to the, oh my gosh, this is happening. What am I going to do? Again, I've said this before. If you are just you working alone, then you are your entire boardroom meeting. But you need to sit down and have that meeting and put it on paper and say, here's the problem. Here's the possible solutions. Which path am I going to take? Which makes the most sense for my business? You can sit down and do a marketing strategy too. Here's what the goal is I need to accomplish. Here are the ways that I can do that. And let's start testing them and see what works in the business. Just treat it like a business. Treat it like a business. That's what my husband is afraid of. He won't support me in this. In what part? What is he afraid of? Which part? Can we? I know. Hey, I'm gonna knock you off my shoulder. You're gonna be on the floor. I'll pull a Will Smith on you. I'll do it. Yeah, you think about that. Are you laughing at me now too? Now you're gonna laugh at me? Oh my goodness, birds. Thank you, Albert. I tried, it is losing your SSI. So here's a little something about that. Losing your SSI means you're making money. And if you're making enough money to lose your SSI, I believe you can make more money than SSI is paying you, because it's not that much, folks. It's not that much. So if you kind of change your perspective, and instead of being afraid of losing your SSI, have the plan B, say, I get up to this amount of sales. Can I go further? What do I need to do? Maybe if you have a husband-wife team, you can each have your own business that collectively you don't lose it. Look, that's what I'm saying. Sit down and look at the problem and look at the possible solutions, with one of those solutions being you make enough money to replace what you're losing, because that is a perspective that you can look at. Absolutely. I know people are afraid. You guys, I was on disability. I understand. I was afraid to lose that too, but it wasn't enough to give me the life that I needed for my kids. So when I got divorced, and now all of a sudden that income I had was my only income, and I had to do something different, and all I knew was reselling, I was make it or break it. And so the thing is, you have a period of time before you lose SSI. If you're making money, they don't just drop you off. They don't just cut you off. You have time to decide if it's going to work. And if you get to the point and you go, you know what, I'm not going to be able to replace this, you can back off. Like, you have options. You have options. But don't feel trapped. Thank you, Lori. I am going to open friend mail. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And I know, you guys, I'm like, I don't want to downplay anybody's reality who is on disability or has a disability. I have a disability, you guys. I have Crohn's disease. I cannot go work in the real world. I can't follow a 9-to-5 schedule, because I have to have flexibility for those days where I am just down and out. So I do understand. I absolutely understand, but I also understand the fear of losing that guaranteed check that comes every month. But I also know it's really a horrible amount. And it really is why you're doing the reselling thing, is to supplement that. So I just encourage you to look at what options you may have. Just look at your options and don't get stuck in fear. Okay, I am going to open some friend mail. I am. Are you going to cooperate? You're going to get scared if I do this. I know you are. So not every friend mail. I knew it. You're gonna clawing into my back. Not everybody sent a letter or a card. So this came from a viewer. Yeah, I knew you were going to do that. I'm trying to even see who sent it. There's no return address. There's no name. So I don't know who sent this, but you can just stay down there for a while. They sent me all of these amazing, I'll try to show you, amazing goodness, did I stir things up? Oh, I see somebody saying something about a separate account just for your business. That's an absolute must. That is like my first piece of advice to somebody starting a business, which is what this is. You must have a separate, and that's my opinion. Not everybody agrees with me. You must have a separate account for your business. That way, all of your income, your expenses from that business are paid out of there, and you really know what's going on. Makes your reporting a lot easier. Yep. Oh, I'm dropping stuff. So they sent all of these amazing stickers and scrapbooking kind of things for me to decorate letters with, because I had talked about wanting to decorate more of my letters. Look at these little bunnies. They're little satiny bunnies. So thank you for that. They are amazing, and we are going to get on to that project. I say we, Rachel's going to help me. So thank you to who sent that to me. This is from Kathy Stuper. So I buy, that's the other thing, you guys, I buy a lot of kit. Thank you so much. You are amazing. You're such a good supporter of me and my live sales. I thank you so much. I have a group over on Facebook called Vintage with Style, Buy and Sell Cool Stuff. And I buy the majority of the turtle stuff that comes through there, as you guys can imagine. So here is a little extra gift. I bought this turtle crossing little sign here, which is very, oh, did I tell you guys that the tortoises have woken up? Yes. My torties are awake. It's so exciting. There'll be footage over the next couple days. I don't think we've already edited tomorrow's videos. It'll probably be in Wednesday's video. You'll see torties. But she sent me this little rattan woven tortoise too, with this nice little note. So thank you for that, Kathy. I know I see you down there, but until you stop being afraid of everything, you got to stay down there. So Lydia, dogs are going nuts again. Lydia sent me a nice little note, and I love when you guys include a note because that helps me know who it's from. And then I keep every single note and card, and I have a scrapbook of those because I never, ever want to forget, where I came from. No matter how successful I get in this life, you guys are the reason for it. So I keep everything. Says if I'm ever in Miami, please give a call. I do want to do a Florida run. I love shopping in Florida. I think Florida is one of those states that is just as lucrative a place to shop as here on the West Coast because of all the tourism and all the people that move to Florida, and then maybe get there and then go, oh, I can't handle this humidity. And then they move and they have all the stuff. So Florida's kind of a treasure trove of things to buy. Elizabeth, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. It was so cool when I recognized the roping saddle. My husband ropes. I'm really kind of mad at myself for not buying those saddles at 75 bucks a piece or best offer. I probably could have gotten all 3 saddles for $150 and sold just one of them for minimum 200. So I'm kind of kicking myself because saddles are actually something that I know very well from my horse days. I know a quality. I know what everything's called. I know how to describe them. So I don't know what I was thinking, not buying those saddles, but look at this beautiful stone turtle. That is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I love him. I love him. He's going to go in my little sea turtle nook. I have a sea turtle nook in all of the, so the ones that definitely look like tortoises are kind of together, and the ones that are sea turtles are together. And then the ones that can go like either way, they kind of take the majority of the space. But I love them all. Let's see. Here we have, I had to pre-open these or otherwise you'd hear nothing but rattling paper. And I was trying to have Bougie not be too, Bougie's scared of paper, which is kind of crazy. So this is from Ellen Weber. Ellen Weber sent me a whole box of goodies, which I suspect there's some turtles in here. Miami still does have very little in thrift stores. That's worth it to purchase. Really, Gina? I shopped in Miami. It's been several years, but when I was there, I found a bunch of good stuff. Cloisonne. Look at him. I thought he was hinged. He's not. He's got little pins. Cloisonne turtle. Oh, he is fantastic. Okay, so we got him. I'm trying to watch the chat too. I know I don't have time to clean up saddles, but actually the time investment in cleaning up the saddle results in hundreds of dollars. So it would be worth it. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, look at this one. It looks like little Priscilla. Little Priscilla Priscilla just woke up today. Hope wins the race. Oh, maybe this is Hope. Maybe it's my little Hope. This is awesome. Pretty and pink together in Hope. It's got the breast cancer symbol on it right there. And I may have to regift this one. So my mentor in the tortoises is a lady who she always answers my questions. She's got a big rescue down in Casa Grande, Arizona, and she went through breast cancer 2 years ago and, publicly shared her journey, had a double mastectomy. I may have to send this to her. If this is from Lydia, Ellen, if that would be okay with you, I adore this, but I think it is just so perfect for her having gone through breast cancer. Or maybe I'll find another one because I kind of love it too. Oh, he's musical. This one's musical. Look how cute he is. Say Ruby Radiance. How wonderful is he? Oh, you guys are worried about seeing my address? Yeah, it's my P.O. box. I publicly share that address on my channel. Awesome. You guys are finding, I bet Melissa, you posted the URL for the Facebook group, right? I'm seeing people say they went and joined. Noah, is Noah here? Where's my boy? He likes to pop on my lives. You guys are saying hi to him. He made a comment somewhere. He's not home today. He's at his dad's house. So we have an Artesania rinconada. I recognize it. Another little sea turtle. There is the mark for those of you who don't know what that looks like. You can tell them because they're a mix of kind of this raw textured pottery with a very high glazed accents. And they're super, super popular if you ever find them. But this one isn't going anywhere. This is going into my collection. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love these. Oh, there's one more. Oh my gosh. You're too good to me. Oh, it's another Artisania. This one's a tortoise. This is definitely a tortoise. Look at that little face. Again, Artisania. I can tell just by looking. There's a little mark. Boom. Thank you so much. These are awesome. You okay down there? I haven't forgotten about you. I've got paper, so you're going to be very upset with all the paper. All right, couple more. This is from someone who she started to just wanting to declutter her house and has turned it into a part-time job and one that she really enjoys. So that makes me happy, and she's super doing good. This is Nancy McMahon. Are you here today? I am opening your little present. Let's see. Take you out of the bag. Oh, you are very interesting. Look at this guy. Definitely another tortoise. And it's signed on the bottom. R.D. Hutchinson -12. How cool is that? Look at his little open mouth. Oh my gosh. He's so cute. I love him. Thank you. And I absolutely love, more than anything, knowing that the information I'm putting out is making a difference. Like that, I can't even tell you how much joy that brings me, guys. That just does my heart good. I have also gotten some really, really sweet cards and letters. This came from Erica. Remember I was telling you about the awesome E? Give me an E. Look at the little turtle she put on the bottom. Oh my goodness. So this E is definitely going to go up there and complete the. So thank you for that. I've got something here from Anna Walker. I got your letter, and I love reading these stories, guys. They're personal. I'm not gonna share, what they say, but again, I'm just happy. I'm happy that I can help. I'm just happy that I can help. And Corin, I can't read your last name, sent me, I know it's a Valentine's card. That's how far behind I am on things. I'm going to have to murder some dogs. Oh, yes. I forgot. I set these over here to the side. I made a purchase from a lady named Carrie, and I don't remember her last name, but along with the purchase, she did send me a little gift in there as well with these little bobbing head tortoises. I have a whole collection of these too, and I just love them. They are so whimsical. Okay, this is the last one. This is something that was purchased from Fatbird Finds. So Lori, I know you're here. All I've done is open the outer package. So those that don't know, Fatbird Finds is a channel, and on Friday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific time, they do something called Flippin' and Sippin', and it's kind of that little late night vibe, grab your glass of wine, and they sell like 5 items. So Lori bought this for me from their Flippin' and Sippin', and I have no clue what it is because I have not been able to make the Friday night thing in a little while. Oh. Hold on. Let me get it out of the bag. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that was scary. I just dropped the bag right in front of Bougie. It is a beautiful little tortoise trinket box. And inside it's got a baby. Oh my gosh, I love him. Lori, thank you so much. And Thank you, Fatbird Finds, for wrapping it so nice and getting it to me safely. Awesome. All right, let me get this poor bird de-traumatized. Come on, step up, step up. Can you behave yourself for? Well, you just jump on my shoulder like you own the place. Why do you do that? What are you going to at least say something for them? Say I'm a good boy. Say I'm a good boy. No, see, nothing on command yet. Nothing on command yet. Goodness. I know, poor Bougie. He'll get over it. He'll get over it. Oh, you guys. I just hope that today's discussion will help you reframe the way you see things out there, reframe the way that news is brought to you in a way that's meant to scare you, and because that plays on your emotions. So I will leave you with this, because this has been a really good lesson for me. When I was doing my Niche to Profit show on the Vegas Video Network, my director would share some things with me. And what he told me is people are motivated by one of two things: gold rings or German shepherds. And the meaning of that is some people are motivated by going for the gold, going to the goal, getting that thing that's, I want to buy a house, or I want to buy a car, or I can do this. Some people are motivated by the German shepherd, which is the fear. So knowing how people are that way, and we're all different, we're all wired different. So you may have a mix of those customers. So you have to mix up your marketing a little bit too. But I like to not key in on the fear, because there are things that we can do nothing about except focus on the here and now and the day that we are living in and the good things that are happening. Don't be oblivious of what's happening out there. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best, and live the best life that you can. And I got to tell you, it works really, really well, because I used to be an extremely negative person, extremely. I still can go that way sometimes, and Carrie has to snap me out of it. She snaps me out of it a lot. Marie. Oh, Marie, you mean the world to me too. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. I'm glad to hear that things are going well for you. I got to meet Marie in person here in Vegas. Was that last year? Gosh, Marie, has it been more than 2 years? Because goodness, I can't even keep track of the time. But yes. So I want to leave you guys with that. Good vibes only. It will serve you so well in this life. I make no bones about it. I believe in God, and that's my anchor. I was always told faith and fear cannot exist together. And I want to have faith. I want to believe that good things are going to happen. And again, it's an opinion. Like some people say I'm silly for that, but it's worked really well in my life. And if it all turns out not to be the case, well, I've lost nothing. But our family works on the premise of loving one another, and what's important is time together and doing things as a family, because we only have today. We're never promised tomorrow. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. And with that, go be profitable and make it fun. We'll see you on the next one. Maybe, if I can push the right buttons.